how to use colored pencils to mix and blend. You may have a color like this. This one is peach. Or you may have a color like this. This one is tan. These are all really good for skin tones. Here's another one. This one is light brown. These are all really good skin tone colors. But you're probably not going to all have ones for everybody to use because I only was able to get a few of these colored pencil sets. So what I want to do is I want to actually, I'll wait. The longer that you make me wait to teach, the less time you have to work with colored pencil. Okay, what I want to do is I want to show you how to mix a skin tone just in case you don't have the skin tone colors available to you. Okay, so let's say I want to make peach. Peach is orange mixed with white. So if I take my orange, I could color with my orange, and then I could take my white, and I could, by the way, the white colored pencil is more for mixing and blending. It's not for drawing with white. If you wanted to draw with a white colored pencil, you'd actually need a black sheet of paper, but we're not doing that. So you'll be using the white pencil to mix and blend. Okay, but I'm not gonna use the orange to make peach. I'm gonna take yellow and red and white to make peach because yellow and red make, I'm going to start with the nose, and I'm going to just lay down a nice even yellow. So now I've got a nice even yellow here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red and very lightly, don't start talking in the middle of my colored pencil lesson, please. Thank you. Very lightly, I'm just going to brush the red over top of the yellow. I'm not really blending yet. In order to blend, I'd need to apply pressure. You know what I mean by apply pressure? I'd have to push hard with the pencil, right? In order for them to blend. But I don't want to do that because I'm using red, and in this mixture of yellow, red, and white, red is my darkest color. Red is my darkest color. So if I start pushing really hard, the red's going to overpower the yellow and the white. So what I want to do is I want to now that I've got a nice even layer of yellow and a nice even layer of red, and I know it's kind of hard to see there, but trust me, it's there. See it? It doesn't look red, it looks what? It looks pink. The even layer of red looks more pink because I didn't use very much red. Now what I want to do is I want to take this white colored pencil and I want to go in here and I want to start mixing and blending by pushing the white. Pushing the white makes the yellow and the red blend together. Now they're not going to blend together perfectly like a paint. You're still going to see some streaks of red and you're still going to see some, or pink, some streaks of yellow, but essentially they're going to make a much more even tone. So that is how you mix and blend with colored pencils, okay? And you can make any color you want. You don't have to make peach, but don't ever use more than 3 colors to mix and blend, okay? You don't use more than 3 colors because once you start to use more than 3 colors, the only color you're going to get is a dark brownish greenish color, and you don't want that. That's the color of that smell that's out in the hallway. You don't want that, okay? You're also going to want to take your black and make some areas black. And you may want to consider going over the lines of your drawing with the black colored pencil in some areas, like we did with the shading, to create emphasis. You may want to, let me say that again. You may want to use the black to go over certain areas with your black colored pencil, like we did with the pencil lead, to create emphasis with darks and lights. what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my dark brown here, and very, very lightly, I'm just going to draw, I'm not going to like really color this in. It's kind of like long lines. Because this object is, as best I can tell from the painting, looks like it's made out of wood. So I want to show sort of like that wood texture. You know how you can see like, it's called the grain of the wood, where you see like how it's got like darker colors that look like lines kind of, and they all swirl together. You guys know what I'm talking about? Go stare at some wood this week.
What?
Extra little assignment. Look at the grain of wood. Study it. Guess what? Artists do that. They stare at things. That's how they learn what things look like, so that they can draw them. It makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Now remember, I'm layering, I'm not blending. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've got this, I've got sort of this like texture that I've worked on with my pencil, and you can make some darker lines. You know how like when you look at the grain of wood, some of the lines are darker. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this golden yellow. Look how I'm holding the pencil here. See how I'm holding it? And I'm going to go across. I'm going to go across. We call this, you would call this perpendicular in math. Perpendicular. You never heard that word before? Okay, here's the difference. So here is a horizontal line. If I draw another line like this right next to it, those are called parallel lines. But if I draw a line going across like this line and this line are perpendicular. They're at a 90-degree angle from each other. Do you guys know what a 90-degree angle is? You do? It's like a corner, right? Okay. So now, what's happening here, I'm going over with this yellow pencil. The colors aren't really blending together. They're more, you can see each color, and they're layering. It's just a layer. They're not blending together at all. Look at the difference up here to down here. Okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to work on these drawings. If you got your face done, work on the pedestal. You can also work on the eyes up here. You can add details. For the background, just pick a color. You can do two, but I highly recommend keep your background super simple, right? Your background is all of this area around the object you've drawn. So what color did I do my background in this green? So you can see it a lot better when it's colored, can't you? Yes, I used, for this one, I used my dark and my light green, and I used the dark green to emphasize the edges of things. You can try that too if you want, okay? Yes. Say what now? This? That's a different Salvador Dali painting. That one is called Sleep. Let me see if I can show you. You want to see it? This one? Yeah, that's it right there. That's Sleep. It's kind of like the soft self-portrait with Bacon, but this one is, this is a painting that Salvador Dali did where it's supposed to be, he made some paintings where it's supposed to be like a window onto a dream. Like when you look at this painting, it's like you're looking into someone's dream. That's the dreamer, that big thing up on stilts. And do you see the blanket? That's his blanket. So this is what the person is seeing in their mind when they're asleep. That's the way surrealism works. Pretty interesting, I think. I brain farted. Please.